My favorite time, and yours.
Quiz time!
Okay, here's the questions from last week. See how you did. The first question was, why are foreign governments upset about QE2?
That's simple. It lowers the value of the dollar, which makes China and our U.S. exports cheaper, which makes their exports more expensive, and it lowers their competitive advantage.
Uh-huh. Okay, next question is, why are Irish bonds at higher interest rates than German bonds?
That's simple. Germany is a better credit risk. So the lesson here is that the bond market is extremely powerful, and when they don't think they want to loan you any more money, they don't. And the only way to attract more money is to raise your interest rates. And if you think that can't happen here, you're wrong. Just because our interest rates are low, they could go very high very quickly if we are not careful, and the world deems us not to be a good credit risk, which means we should have some fiscal responsibility coming
Yes,
forward.
we should. Okay, next question is, how should you bet on a big game?
Well, this is kind of my way to bet on a big game, not necessarily how you should bet. But think about it, because you might like
But it's a pretty good way.
It's a good way, I think. So if you bet on the team you want to lose, then you either have your team win the game, which is what you want, or you get paid to endure the loss of your team.
It
So
makes it much better.
it's a
much
win-win.
better.
It's
Yes.
a win-win. So, if your team's in a big game, bet on the other team, so you either win money or you win the game.
Win-win.
Win-win.
So, okay, last question is, what should be done about fiscal policies?
Well, see, ties back into the bond thing and my worries about fiscal policy and what really could happen. So I think the best thing to do is we've got to pay our bills. I think that's the first thing. And I think we've got to share the pain here. I mean, the only way I can see going forward for everybody to agree on anything is if everybody feels a little pain. So I think everybody needs to, just suck it up.
A little bit there.
Yeah, everybody gets a little bit of pain here, and we come back to fiscal responsibility. We are $1.3 trillion in deficit this year, and it is projected to be that much deficit going forward, essentially that much deficit going forward. That is unsustainable. Eventually, the world bond market will look at us like they're looking at Ireland,
Right.
like they looked at Greece, and the next thing you know,
Interest skyrockets,
and
we can't buy anything.
And we can't buy anything, and that'll be a calamity. So we absolutely need to take care of this. It'll be a disaster if we don't.
Well, with that.
Yeah, that wonderful news.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have some
I have questions for this week. Absolutely. So the questions this week are, why did Warren Buffett thank Uncle Sam? Why did he really thank Uncle Sam? What is inflation in the U.S. right now? What are prices doing in the U.S.? The third question is, why is it better to know than not to know?
Okay.
And the fourth question ties into our viewer mail segment, is what happened with the GM IPO?
Oh, what did happen?
Well, you're going to have to stay tuned, yeah.